Okay, so I'm going to take you through our goals planner. So it's super important to write down your goals, plan your goals, because we want to create stepping stones or a roadmap to help you achieve those goals. Okay, so I'm going to take you through this planner so you can fill this out yourself with your goals. Okay, so the first page is basically planning out our goals. So we've got our big goal here. So that could be anything. It could be opening up a shop, making more money, hiring an employee. Like what are your big goals? Like what do you see for your yearly goal? Like what do you want? Okay, so let's say we want to make 100K this year. Okay, so now we want to go down to this section where it also says goals. So this is all your kind of little goals, okay? So yes, you want to make more money, maybe you want to build a website, maybe you want to hire someone, maybe you want to open up a new space, whatever it is, you would put your goals in here. Then we move along to why, okay? So why do we want to make more money? Well, so many reasons, but, maybe you want more money to be able to employ someone, to open a new shop, or whatever it is. So you would fill in your why here. And then your motivation. So what is your motivation for wanting to make more money or wanting to open a new space? So your motivation is like maybe you have maybe you're a single parent. So you want to support family, or maybe you've got, whatever it is, like you want to write down your motivation here. You want to be financially independent. Maybe you want to put your kids through college, or, like whatever what is motivating you to want to reach these goals. Okay, so that's important because you always need you need something to drive you to help you reach these goals. Okay, so let's look at our start date. So when are we starting? Okay, so we're starting now. Okay, when are we going to finish our goals? So I always like to work on a 3-monthly basis. Okay, so I like to work on basically working out what my goals are for the first 3 months. Okay, so my deadline is going to be 3 months from now. So let's say 31st of March. Okay, what's my reward going to be when I hit those goals? Okay, so the reward might be, I've always wanted I don't know what it is. I mean, I am obsessed with kitchen stuff at the moment, so maybe I want to buy something for my kitchen or whatever it is. So some kind of reward. It might be a trip to the day spa, like whatever it is. You need to reward yourself. It doesn't have to be big, but just acknowledge that you've done something awesome. Okay, so what are your obstacles that are going to prevent you from reaching those goals? Okay, so you might not have, maybe you don't have enough clients. Not enough clients. Maybe you don't have branding. Maybe you don't even have a plan. Maybe you don't have money to start. Whatever the obstacles are, like maybe you don't have enough time. So whatever your obstacles are that are stopping you from reaching these goals, write down in obstacles. Okay, now resources. Okay, so resources is what do you have that can help you get to these goals. So do you have an Instagram? Do you have an existing database? Do you have a service to offer? Or a product, or Do you have any contacts? You know, so whatever resources you have, write them down. Okay, so now we want to create some big steps. Okay, so we want some big steps that's going to help us get to our goals. Okay, so our big goal is to make 100K this year. Okay, and these are all our little goals. Okay, so how are we going to make 100 grand this year? And how are we going to make, you know, these little goals happen? Because all these little goals we can work in to get to your big goal. Okay, so big steps. Okay, so we want to build website. Okay, we want to work on a sales plan to get more clients. Or new sales. Big steps. Maybe you want to you want to do an online shop so people can purchase online. Okay, and then, so whatever steps you think you need to take to get to your goals. Okay, little steps. Okay, so we can purchase domain. We could maybe look at looking at a platform for the website. So I don't know, just say Wix, sign up with Wix or WordPress or whatever it is. Maybe you actually just want to, that's not your thing, building a website. So maybe you want to find someone to build your website. Okay, you need to, so if you're going to do an online shop or something, you need a list of your services / products to put on your website. What else do we need? Okay, sales plan. Okay, well, if you don't know much about sales, you need to create that plan, but you also, maybe you might want to find someone who's going to help you with sales. So, create a sales plan. Maybe you want to get help doing that. So, whatever little steps you want, you just want to put in there. Okay. Yearly overview. Okay, so let's look at the first 3 months. Okay, so what are we going to do in January? Okay, so let's build this website, launch brand. We're going to aim for, let's aim for 5K this month, whatever it is. Okay, February, we're going to, now that the website's built, actually probably want to focus on prices and services. Okay, so February, you don't necessarily have to fill in February or March, but you just kind of want to have an overview of what you're doing. So without planning, you're just kind of winging it. So we want to take that away and stop going in blindly and hoping that you achieve those goals. You want to actually make a plan for it. Okay, so quarterly. So this is the first 3 months. Okay, so our top goals for the month. Okay. Is obviously, we want to build website, or what are your top goals for this first quarter? Okay, so if we want to make $100,000, so the first quarter we want to aim for $25,000. So then $25,000. So for the first, so we want to put that in for the first quarter. Okay, we only want to focus on the first quarter for now. And then at the end of your quarters, you can put in complications. Okay, so maybe the first quarter you didn't build, the website wasn't complete, or you didn't hit your $25,000 mark. That's fine. You put that in there because then we can work on the second quarter goals. Okay, so achievements, what went well, in the first quarter. So first quarter, increased clientele, increased booking rate, online sales, launched website, whatever your achievements are, you can pop in there. Okay. All right, so now we're on to our quarter one planning. Okay, so we want our top goal. So January is, we want to make, say, whatever it was, 5,000, whatever it is. We want to launch a website, whatever our top goal is. Okay, so steps, what are we going to do to create those steps? Okay, so we want to purchase domain name. And then after January, we want to see whether we've achieved them. Okay, so that's all you really need to do for now, is to basically fill in all the way up to here. February, we will move on to February and March as we're going along, because this is something that you need to be looking at like daily and weekly. You need to be looking at your goals. You need to be looking at what you need to achieve and what you have achieved and tick it off the list. Okay. And then we can get into creating a plan. Okay, so your January plan is going to be, okay, well, what do we need to do this week? Let's do it. What do we need to do next in week 2? Okay, week 3, week 4. Okay, so hopefully that all makes sense, but basically a quick overview. Okay, your big goal is basically your yearly goal. Like, what's your goal for the year? What do you want to achieve? What's the biggest goal that you want? Okay, then this section here for goals is going to be like your little goals. Okay, why do we want to achieve these goals, and what's our motivation? Okay, start date and deadline. Okay, we want to just work on the first 3 months. Give yourself a reward. What are your obstacles? What resources do you have available to you? What big steps could you take? What little steps can you take? And then let's focus on, okay, so January, what are the things we want to kind of do in January? What things can help us reach our goals? Okay, and then we are looking at the first quarter. So basically, these are our goals, right? We've got the big goal and our little goals. Okay, so what is the priority? Okay, the priority is, obviously, we want to make more money. We want to probably build a website. So they're probably the top 2 goals on our list. Okay, so then our first quarter top goals is really building our website and making more money. Okay, so that's basically, we want to aim, if we're trying to aim for 100 grand, you just break it down, so that's 25,000. Okay, so they're your top goals for the first quarter that we're focusing on. We don't want to focus on all of the goals because we need to make a timeline and we need to make these realistic. Okay, so then we're breaking down those goals, the big goals for the first quarter, which is website and making more money. Okay, so January, the goal is, honestly, you could launch the website in January. January, maybe you could make, $8,000 or whatever it is to, part of that 25,000. So then the steps is what we're going to do to make, to hit those goals. And then we're going to break the month down into weeks. Okay, so week 1, what are we going to do? Register domain. Maybe we need to, we want to look at these steps and put these steps into the weeks. Okay, and then once we've done, at the end of the week, we want to tick what we've achieved. Maybe we didn't get around to doing all of them, and that's okay. Then we want to put, the things that we missed out on in week 2. And then at the end of the month, we want to go up and see, okay, well, did we reach our January goals? Like, did we achieve everything that we wanted to achieve? Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And of course, if you need any help, please reach out. But this will help create a plan to reach those goals. Without a plan, you're literally just winging it. And we want to really create a roadmap to help you get to where you want to be.